Hi everyone. This week we'll be reading Parashat Korah on Shabbat. We'll learn about the rebellion of Korah and Datan and Aviram and their followers against the leadership of Moses and Aaron. Along with these three, there are 250 leaders of the community, and they are described as Anshe Shem. The translation in the Eitz Chaim Chumash is Anshe Shem are men of repute. That is to say, men who have a name. They are well known. And even though you might think that having a name, having a reputation might be seen as a positive description, the commentaries tell us that, in fact, it's seen as a negative description. In fact, the only other places in the Torah that this is mentioned have to do with people who drowned in the flood at the time of Noah, and the men who were building the Tower of Babel. They were also interested in being Anshe Shem. They wanted their name to be known. And I think it's an interesting teaching. You know, I think that generally speaking, having a good name in Jewish tradition is seen as a very positive thing. We want to have a name that is respected because of our actions. But I think that this term Anshe Shem, when you put together the followers of Korah, Datan, and Aviram, along with the people of the flood and of the Tower of Babel, what you have are people who are focused on increasing the visibility of their name, increasing the sense of who they are, as opposed to trying to do what is right, to build something in the world, to act properly. In many ways, it's really about the intention, how you get to have a name in the world. Our tradition teaches us that we're supposed to act in appropriate ways. We're supposed to live our lives a certain way. We're supposed to be recognized for our deeds. But we're not supposed to be doing those deeds in order that we be recognized. There's a sense of trying to have a sense of integrity about what we do. We don't act the right way so that someone will notice. We're supposed to act properly. We're supposed to do good so that good is done and that we have the opportunity to have a role in it. These men, these Anshe Shem who are described here in Parashat Korah, misunderstand the importance of having a good name. They think that the goal is to have a good name, but in fact, having a good name is a byproduct, in a sense, of being a good person and of doing what is right. And in that way, these Anshe Shem have thrown their names and their reputations in with people who are rebelling against God and against Moses and Aaron. They have really mistaken the idea of what it means to have a good reputation. In fact, we might argue that, in fact, they throw their names in with these three in order to increase their visibility, in order to increase the sense of who they are in the community. They've really made a mistake. And we too would make a mistake to do that. Instead, we are supposed to have confidence in our sense of who we are and in our attempts to make the world a place that is holy, to make our communities holy and our lives holy. As I say, a byproduct of that is recognition. But while we recognize people who do good things around us, so will we be recognized. But our goal is to act and act positively. Our goal shouldn't be the recognition. Sometimes that's a hard thing and a hard thing to balance. We want to avoid the sense of jealousy for those who are recognized when at times we feel like we are not. But again, the goal is not the recognition. The goal is our actions in the world. I hope that you'll take this to heart as you read Parashat Korah. You'll recognize these Anshe Shem in the parasha, and that in the coming week you'll have the opportunity to do good, and that your name, for all the right reasons, will be recognized. Shabbat Shalom.